guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 9, Episode 5 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we are playing Cardiff Met Uni in the league, and then we host Manchester United in the Champions League group stages. That's going to be a big one. But I thought we'd start today by having a quick update of the club vision. We haven't done this for a little while, and you can see here that, we've really changed. The board has changed what it is they're looking to do. The club culture now is just basically make progress on and off the pitch, which we're doing every season, which is really good. The only thing we're required to do is work within a wage budget, which obviously we do. We were required to make the Champions League playoff round, which we've done. We are required to win the Premier League, and everything else is just preferred. So we're really in a good position here where, as long as we're sort of not overspending and winning the Premier League, which we do, it looks like we've almost got a job for life here, which is brilliant because it's going to take a long time to win this Champions League, I think. You can see our training facility upgrades are completed. They're about a month or two away, I think. Where are they completed here? We're looking at November, 21st of November, so we're about 2 months away of that. And the youth facilities are even closer. They're like next week, so that'll be exciting. Actually, no, what am I looking at here? Oh, no, they are the 21st of November. I'm looking at when we started them. So yeah, we're about 2 months away. So that's going to be good when they get done. And of course, we have lots and lots of money in the bank, which means if anything isn't state-of-the-art, we'll be able to then go again and make sure we get those facilities to that standard. So yeah, everything is going really well off the pitch. The board love us, which they should do. The only concerns they have is really that is the signings, and it's of course we're overspending, but we've got to spend money to get these players in, so I'm not too concerned about it. They'll come around. Alright, so we have 2 games to catch up on since last episode, both in the league. Actually, no, one of them's in the league. That was against Cavan Druids. We took the lead midway through the first half when Curtis Owen crossed for Ian Cheney to get his first Bala goal. And we wrapped up the points when Dixon played in substitute Simon Tate. So it was a poor performance, this one. We were still too good for them. Cheney got his first goal for the club. Simon Tate got his goal. Simon Tate is, of course, one of the youngest. There's a striker that we have who is potentially decent enough, certainly for this level anyway, in the league. So he did okay. Allmark was not good. He hasn't got off to a very good... he's almost to the point where I'd say his bid of getting 50 goals this season might already be finished after 4 or 5 games. Because I think he's played 5 games, has 4 goals. My team talk on this one was I expect to win. And we were horrible in the first half. And Allmark, whenever I put expectation on them, Allmark doesn't cope with it. So I've learned that about him now. I was sort of experimenting as I go here, trying to figure out the best way to get to get performances from the team. And Allmark doesn't respond well to expectation. So we've learned that, and we'll make sure we don't do that to him anymore. I think the big thing out of this, Norrington Davies, man of the match. So he's starting to put in some performances for us. The other game to catch you up on was a Welsh League Cup third round tie against Carnarvon. Let's see if we got through. We went in front when Jake O'Halloran tapped in. Ryan Burke crossed for Allmark to double our lead. And Allmark finished off a flowing team move to make it 3-0 at the break. Before he completed his hat-trick just after half-time. So we smashed them. I didn't put expectation on them, and look at that. Damien Allmark pops up with a hat-trick, wouldn't you know it? Unfortunately, not in the league, though, so it doesn't really help his bid for 50 league goals. But we were just far too good for them. It was a relatively strong team as well, partly because it's a cup game. We can't afford mistakes in the cup, and also partly because... for the most part, these guys will be playing against Manchester United. You can see we went with a 2 up top, which was the main difference. But yeah, it was a good performance, and we have Clonelly in the quarterfinals of that competition. We should be able to beat them, I would imagine. Let's go and have a quick look at the league table. You can see we have 3 games in hand. We are a point behind the New Saints. So the league looks to be well and truly in hand. We're playing Cardiff Met Uni, who are mid-table today, so that should be any game there should be a relatively easy win for us. And then we are playing Manchester United at home in the Champions League group stage. We were so close, weren't we, to taking something from Barcelona in our opening game. Let's see if we can maybe do a little bit better against Manchester United. But to start with, we have Cardiff Met Uni. Now, we have never lost to Cardiff Met Uni, which is massively tempting fate. But back in sort of season 1 and 2, when they were quite good, it surprises me that we've only ever dropped one draw to them. They're a Simon Howarth coached team this time around. He's been in charge there for a little while now. And I say it every time, he's 50 years old, and I remember him as a player, which makes me feel horrible. An adventurous, direct playing style, though we're in the year 2027 now, so, he's not that old in real life. How old am I in this game? I don't even want to think about that. We're up against a team here playing a 4-4-2. This is what we're expecting. You can see they beat Bengal City, although they were down to 10 men last time out. We can see here they are maybe a little bit spread out at the back. We've got their passing network there where they do like to, it looks like, attack into wide areas, and their key passers there as well. And this is the team that we are sending out. Now, obviously, we've got an eye on the Manchester United game for this one. So it's Tanaskovic in goal. It's Malone that's coming in to play left back for this one. Burke is match fatigued. Norrington Hughes is being saved for Europe. So Malone comes in for this one with KDH, Gosney, and Cameron. It's Owen and Owens in midfield. I'm going to give Daniel Owens a chance in the centre of the park. He doesn't have much vision, but a little bit like Professor McGonagall, I think he could be a box-to-box midfielder. And what he does have that Professor McGonagall doesn't necessarily have is a little bit more potential. So we'll try him in there and see how he goes. It's going to be Cheney down the right, McVeigh in the number 10 role with Davies out left. It's Allmark up top for the league. Let's go. So there we go, everybody is playing as expected, which is good. Now you may notice a new name on the bench as well here, Johnny Love. I do Johnny Love the name. We'll see how he goes. We might bring him on for some game time here. Another cab off the rank of our youth academy. So we'll kind of see how that goes if he gets some game time in this one or not. But it will be a debut, I believe. I don't think I've played him before if he does get on the field. Alright, what do we want to say to this? Go out there, prove a point. Good run lately. Go out there, get some goals for me, Allmark, and everybody else just give the ball to Allmark. That's pretty much our game plan these days in the league. So, yeah, we'll see how we go here. I would ideally like to bring up Gareth off the bench for this one as well. The problem that we have is we need Cheney to be getting up to speed as a right winger. So he has to play for that reason and that reason alone. Callum Preston. Is that Callum Preston? Formerly our goalkeeper, of course, back a few seasons ago now. Allmark wins the ball down to Cheney. Heather tackled away, but Cheney's going to pick it up. Is he going to get himself a goal? No. Is it Callum Preston? I think, was he at Cardiff Met Uni? I think he was. So it might be a former goalkeeper. I missed that. Daniel Owens with a corner. It's decent. It's headed in and it's away over the bar by KDH, I think it was. Is it Callum It is Callum Preston. So there we go, a former player up against us here. We'll wait for after this highlight. Owens with another corner. It's Davies, and Sean Davies gets a first goal of the season. Go on, son. Excellent stuff. We'll tell him to concentrate now. It took 18 minutes to come, but we got there in the end. And Daniel Owens with the assist from the corner as well. Good ball in again. Davies backing off from the near post and headed that in nicely. You could say maybe the goalkeeper should have done better, and that's probably why he's not still at Bala Town. But yeah, it's nice to see Callum Preston again. He was a decent keeper for us. KDH, what can he do? Ball forward there for Cheney, over the top. He's in behind here. He ricochets out for Damien Allmark, and Allmark sticks it away. A 13th of the season for him. A 5th league goal, I think it is now, which is good. And let's see if he can. He's going to have to get quite a few hat-tricks to sort of make up for a slow start to the goal-scoring season. But a good ball for KDH. Cheney's ricocheted shot found its way to Allmark, and look at that, just tucked away beautifully. And yeah, you love to see it. And we've come straight back for a kickoff highlight as we demand more. Can we go and get a third goal in very, very quick succession here, I wonder? Callum Preston has the ball at his feet. He wasn't our first choice for that long. I think, did we bring him in, to replace Morris in the first season? And then we had Louis Gray in pretty quick succession. So I think he spent most of his time as a backup. But McVeigh plays in Allmark again. Damien Allmark. Oh, you don't put expectation on him. And he scores for fun. He's got 2 goals in about a minute. A 150th goal for Bala Town for Damien Allmark. Well done, mate. Congratulations. What a striker he has been for us. And, well, there we go. 150 goals. I didn't realise he was coming up on that milestone. He's getting close to 100 league goals. What did we say? He had to get 12, I think, league goals this season, didn't he? Let's have a look at that, actually. I think he needed 12 league goals this season to get to 100. Yeah, so he needs 8 more before this game. So he needs... Well, he's not going to get it this... If he does get it this game, that would be something, wouldn't it? 8 goals in a game. But yeah, so there we go. It's looking really good here. Allmark is away. We do have him on penalties for this year as well to try and boost up that goal tally. But I think, and Davies has injured himself, we do not really have an option. Okay, that's a big, big oversight. I thought I usually have Maurice on the bench. Why don't I have Maurice on the bench? That's silly, isn't it? All right, so we'll play at Gareth over there on the right, I guess, and see what he can do. Yeah, just see what he can do. We're 3-0 up. It's not going to, you wouldn't imagine that we're going to throw this away at this point. Hopefully it's not too serious for the youngster. He's had a decent start to the season for us as well. But yeah, there we go. A very, very good first half from us. What do we want to say to that? Assertively, do not get complacent here, boys. And we will keep going. Yeah, I think I worked out Allmark, to get the record, needed to average about a goal and a half a game would have got him the record by 1. Now, he did miss a league game, I think. Did he miss a league game? I think he may have missed 1 league game so far, just through match fatigueness. I can't remember if he did or not now. So he basically needs a goal and a half a game. So he's a little bit behind that already. But, we know he can score for fun in this league. So there's no need to panic just yet. But he does need to get his act together. Gosney's done really well there. He's held him up brilliantly, sort of sniffed out the counter-attack, and unfortunately, though, they do still have possession. Can we go and win this back? Put pressure on him, boys. Excellent stuff. Make him go back. Pressure him into a mistake. Is that the mistake? No. Watley has gone past his man, and Tanaskovic is there with a simple save at the end, but not the best defending there from 23, which is, I think, Cameron. Yeah. Come on, boys. Let's get going here. Let's get this second half underway properly for us. We've given them some praise. Malone with a throw for Ep Gareth. Back to Malone. Can he get a cross in? He goes edge of the area for Curtis Owen. Chips it in. Allmark can't win the header. Headed away. Curtis Owen should get to go. Yeah, it's yours. Go get it. There we go. Plays it out wide nicely there for Cameron. Cheney has it. Squares it back. No, he doesn't. He goes himself. Selfish, mate. You've got Allmark in the middle. We give it to Allmark in this team so he can score. But Cheney gets himself a second. It's 4-0. And, well, this is looking really, really nice now. Can we give him some more praise? We can. Owen, it was a cracking ball out, wasn't it? Cameron picked it up, slipped it in nicely for Cheney. Cheney, you've got to be squaring that back. This player's there. But still, that's not how we play in this team. He's got to settle himself in. But there we go. 4-0 on the hour mark. And here we go again. Daniel Owens with the free kick. Knocks it in. Cheney's there. And Cheney has himself... No, it's Owen. Curtis Owen. Daniel Owens to Curtis Owen. And it is 5-0. Good to see the youngsters combining there. Good to see Curtis Owen getting himself on the score sheet as well. Cheney and Owen were both... I wonder if Cheney headed it into Owen. It looked to me as though Cheney won that header. Can we see? We're going to get another opportunity to see that here. It doesn't look like we are. They've gone up together, haven't they? It's difficult to tell. Difficult to tell. The game's given it to Owen, though, so that's fine. Here we go again. Carbon copy. Daniel Owens. Look for Allmark, mate. Where is he? He's back post. It's Cheney. And Connor Gosney this time has nicked one off of Cheney. Our first goal of the season for Connor Gosney. And, well, it's 6-0. It's turning into a rout, isn't it? Poor old Callum Preston never has a good time playing against us. We do tend to rack up some scores against Cardiff Met Uni. I think we put 7s and 8s past them on a couple of times last season as well. Another highlight. Callum Preston over the free kick. You know who I did come up against, actually, is Dan Williams, who, of course, formerly played for us. Here we go. Is this going to be Cheney's hat trick? No, Preston pulls off a nice save. It's out there for Ep Gareth. He knows how we play. He can't, unfortunately, with his left foot, find Allmark in the middle there. Yeah, Dan Williams was at, I think, Cavan Druids is where he popped up. So it's nice to see one of our ex-players sort of stay in the Welsh League, because typically that's not what happens. There's the ball for Allmark. Is this the moment? Is he onside? He is onside. Allmark gets himself a hat-trick, a 15th of the season. Curtis Owen with the assist. And that is, well, that's more like it, isn't it? 7-0. Poor old Cardiff Met Uni getting an absolute ramming here. But that's why, how close was this to offside? Oh, this guy's playing him on. The fullback's playing him on. Over here. So a little bit of luck there. It's not even close apparently, but Allmark, really alert play there, ghosting in behind the centre-backs because the right-back was not paying attention, and Tanaskovic makes the save there, does he? Yes, he does. That was a nice free kick, actually. And here we go. Can we keep the clean sheet, please, boys? Come on. Away. It's in. It's away. It is away. And Allmark with the defensive header as well. And ball comes back in. Tanaskovic claims it. And that is that, hopefully. Or else the highlight can continue. No, it's not. Cardiff Met Uni, they've woken up at 7-0. What's going on here, boys? And that is just past the post. Don't make me edit in a Cardiff Met Uni thing. Come on. Let's go, boys. Keep this clean sheet. I should have brought Love on. Oh, I was getting excited by the goals and I forgot to bring Love on. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. What an idiot I am. All right, boys, don't get complacent, but that was quite good. We've stressed out Cheney. Mate, you're fine. You had a good game. So Damien Allmark sends Bala Town back top. The Davies injury is not too bad, so that's fine. Allmark with a hat-trick. Just love your work, mate. Keep it going, please. And Cardiff Met Uni gets smashed as the run goes on. 38 games, one in a row in the league. Absolutely incredible stuff from Bala Town. Well, we've got some goals in that one. Manchester United's next. We'll take it. We'll take 1-0 in that, won't we? Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to face Manchester United here. Now, the Chris Venables and the under-19s having a rough time of things to start their campaign. This time they've lost their first two games against Barcelona and Manchester United. Tough games, as you can see. But, yeah, a little bit of a shame. It doesn't look as though they're going to be getting out of that group, but that's a tough one, isn't it, in terms of those three academies? So, a tough year all around for Bala in Europe perhaps this season. But we are facing Manchester United here, and all is not lost yet. We can see, I'll tell you what, 7-2 against Manchester United. We would take that, wouldn't we? Excellent stuff. They're still an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coach team. You can see their balanced, standard style of play. And if you have a quick look at what we're expecting here, this is the sort of formation we're up against. You can see they did lose to Southampton last time out, and they're 9th in the Premier League. So, they're struggling a little bit, certainly by their standards. Is 9th in the Premier League better than top of the Welsh League? That's for the experts to decide, but we'll have to wait and see how we go here. You can see there the heat map may be a little bit narrow and a little bit central, narrow both defensively and attacking perhaps. You see their passing network is there and their key passes as well. A little bit direct perhaps, got to keep an eye out for that. And this is the team that we're sending out. It's pretty much the same team as the Barcelona game. It's Teniskovic in goal. It's Norrington, Davies. It's O'Halloran, Topley and Follerin as the back four. It's Brewerton as the deep line playmaker with Sam York and Murphy in midfield. It's Grehan down the right. It's Vukovic down the left. It's Williamson up top. Oh, let's go. So we can see the way they're lining up as expected. Esposito up top. He's a star. Jadon Sancho. There's some big names in here, isn't there? So it's going to be tough, but you'd expect nothing less from the Champions League group stages. What do we want to say to this? Go out there, prove a point. All right, go out. You've got nothing to lose here. Show what we're capable of. Let's go with that. Let's take the expectations down a little bit, but, show them what we've got here, boys. And here we go. Here we go. It's one of these, isn't it? It's, again, a little bit of a free hit. Is that Gavin Grant? We had him on loan, did we not? It is Gavin Grant. Oh, hey, nice to see the face again. That's not bad if it's in the Manchester United first team. I feel like we're partly responsible for that, having helped develop him on loan. Here we go, though. We've got some nervous-looking players, the goalkeeper and the defender, which is perfect. We're holding our own in terms of possession so far. We've got a corner to defend here. We did do work in training on defending both corners and free kicks. You wouldn't know it looking at that, though. Oh, that Teniskovic. Has he slipped on the wet grass, perhaps? 20 minutes gone. We're 1-0 down, and that just looked... It just looked too easy, didn't it? Topley with a good header away. And the Red Sea has parted. And Ihataren has just walked in. What a soft goal that is to concede, boys. Oh, that's so disappointing. Alright, come on. Let's fire up here. Here we go. O'Halloran over a free kick. Let's see what we can do. Norrington Davies looks to bring it out. Out there for Brewerton. Brewerton brings it forwards. Passes it out there for Follerin on a booking, which isn't ideal. He goes cross-field. That's a risky pass, but Vukovic has it. What can Vukovic do? He tries to get down the outside of his man. He goes back in for York. York has a good ball for the overlapping Norrington Davies. Can we get a cross in? It's there. It's Williamson. We saw against Barcelona, Williamson had a chance and he couldn't put it away, and he's done the same thing there, and you just wonder if we're going to rue these missed chances. Topley. Oh, two chances in very, very quick succession. We haven't taken either of them. And if we go another goal down, then we are in some serious trouble. Can we win this ball back, please, boys? Down the line, it's Ihataren, it's in, and what is Teniskovic doing? We're going to have to take him off. He hasn't moved twice. Teniskovic is having a nightmare. Get off your iPhone, you moron. Unbelievable. And just like that, the game is almost gone, isn't it? Oh, boys, and Ajax is taking a point off Barcelona so far. I'm really, really disappointed with that. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. We've got 2 guys on bookings here. We'll tell them to watch their step. And we need to... Okay, let's go and try and close them down. Let's get stuck in. Actually, let's not get stuck in. That never works. Oh, I don't feel like it works anyway. Let's exploit the flanks. Let's take it off, hit early crosses. Let's be more expressive. And let's try distribute it out wide early. And see where that takes us. Let me know what you guys think. I just feel like both those goals, Teniskovic should have saved them. They weren't particularly difficult shots to save. The first one you could maybe make an argument he's going one way. So Barcelona is 2-1 up now, so that's good. Although ideally they'd be 2-0 up, not 2-1 up. One thing we do want to try and do here is make sure that goal difference stays something along the lines of respectable. Now, of course, Manchester United, well, you may not know this, they did beat Ajax 4-1 in the opening game. So they are a good team. I think it was 4-1 anyway. Jadon Sancho with the ball into the box. That's offside, is it not? He's missed it in any case. And we go from the goal kick. Teniskovic out there for Kieran Topley. Topley brings it forward for Follerin. Follerin for Murphy. Back to Follerin. Don't get caught in possession here, boys. We're getting ourselves hemmed in. We've done okay there. Murphy just keeps going back into trouble. Murphy, there you go. Forward. Here we go with Grehan. We know he's rapid. He couldn't quite get on the end of that, though. And Manchester United come forward again. Come on, boys. They've got a fullback getting forward. I mean, we're not doing too bad, are we? But you know, the nature of a highlight, something's going to happen, and you fear it's going to be smacked in from 30 yards here. Oh, he's gone straight past Teniskovic. You're off, mate. That is absolutely woeful. I should have taken him off already. That is disgusting. 3 now that he's done that. That is terrible, terrible goalkeeping. And I should have done it. I should have done it straight away. He's had an absolute nightmare. And, he's letting us down, isn't he? It's not the best defending, but it's such a weak shot. And it's gone straight underneath him. That is outrageously bad. Outrageously bad. And we expect more. He's a good goalkeeper. I don't think we're sort of asking too much to, save that. Or at least save 2 of the 3. Like I say, you can maybe make an excuse for the first one, where they're going one way, going back the other way. You don't have the best footing. You can make an excuse for him. But the other 2 is just absolutely pathetic. Even the second one, if you make... We're diving in. We're getting absolutely ripped to shreds. And Norrington Davies has given away another penalty. Oh, it's all going very, very wrong. Can Rima Miles do something for us here? Come on, Rima. Oh, ho, ho, we've saved another penalty in the Champions League. Well, that's all right. All right, we're getting ripped to shreds, so let's just go back to that. Let's maybe be narrow as well and try and just make them go around the outsides of us, which they're doing anyway, to be honest. Maybe it doesn't make that much difference. I'll tell you what, Norrington Davies is getting a little bit of luck, isn't he? He's given away 2 penalties in the group stages in 2 games, and it hasn't cost us a goal yet. Let's demand more. Barcelona's 3-1 up, so that's something. Rima Miles makes a save. It's headed behind there by somebody I missed who it was. Grehan has been booked. Grehan's missed a header there now. It's absolute shambles. Here we go with Williamson. What can he do? Here we go. He goes past one. And it's getting back a tackle. Is it a red card? No, it's not. And there we go. Let's make some changes. Let's get Maurice on because Vukovic is having a nightmare. Murphy's having a poor game as well. Let's try Cheney in there as a midfielder. And that'll be our 3 subs, won't it? And see if there's anything to be done here for us. Let's give them an encouragement. See what we can do. Look at the difference. Rima Miles has come in. He's playing a 7.2. and you know he saved the penalty. Never mind everything else. All right, show some passion, boys. We've been better, haven't we? But 3 soft goals from Taniskovic's point of view, and we've lost the game 3-0, and that's really, really disappointing. I'm not happy with that. I'm just not happy. So Manchester United coast past Bala Town. It was a pitiful performance from us. And Tommy Williamson's getting looked at for England. Now, one thing we've got to remember with Tommy Williamson is that he does have a release fee of £1.2 million to a foreign club. So basically anybody that wants him, because no one in the Welsh League is going to pay that. The problem that we have is if you go to offer him a new contract, he still wants to keep the club as a stepping stone. And then if we go and negotiate the offer, there's still, I mean, it's just lessening the release fee. So, yeah, we may not have him for long. If anybody wants him now, they can pretty much come and get him. But, again, we had to do it to get him in the club, so, you know, it's a risk we had to take. But there we go. That is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, it was brilliant against Cardiff Met Uni, and the only positive to come out of that from our point of view is that Ajax has lost as well, and, yeah, I mean, Ajax lost 3-1 to Barcelona. We only lost 1-0 at their place. And Ajax lost, it was 4-1, I think, to Manchester United. If we can just quickly go back, actually, and have a look at that. I'm pretty sure it was 4-1. Is this us? Yeah, so they lost 4-1. So, you know, we've not done we've done as badly, if not slightly better than Ajax have. So that's what it is, but we're going to have to be better, aren't we, against Ajax, and we will play them next episode. We've got a little bit of a gap here, but we'll be back for Llanelli Town and then Ajax away, and that is a must-not-lose game, isn't it? We really need to make sure we're taking at least a point from that, and we need to be a lot better than we were against Manchester United. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed that. Thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for Ajax. Take care.